Okay. Well, the stream has started. I'm going to turn off the music. Stop playing. Hello everyone. We are going to do sound tests first. Which one of you wants to jump on Twitch and just check?
I'm on Twitch right now. Say something.
I have it open.
Okay.
We're all on Twitch, aren't we? Oh,
I'm not.
actually on
actually
on the actual Twitch channel.
I see.
Oh, no, I'm not.
You only one person needs to be there.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. We're going to do sound tests. How do I sound? I'm going to be playing Ryunosuke again. Who would have thought that? Who would? Me, Ryusuke, play Ryunosuke? Who would have known? I wouldn't know.
God.
Who would have thought?
Would have thunk.
Everyone sounds pretty good.
They twist.
Yeah, I think we sound good.
We do? Everyone?
Yeah, everyone sounds pretty much the same as it is in Discord. So
Really? Great.
Wait,
surprisingly,
what about me? Oh, I sound fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that took way too long, but yeah, you sound okay, Ryoma.
Okay, what? Sorry. What about you, Heidi? Oops.
I don't know.
You don't know?
We're going by real names here.
Oh shit! I'm sorry.
No, I don't care. I don't care. Shit.
We're using our made-up names. Okay, I'm not.
Mine's in my Twitter handle anyway, so.
mine is literally just 2/3 of my actual name.
My name's not Andre. My name is John.
It's because I called you Ryoma. I missed you.
John's right.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, I get.
Give me a sec.
Okay, I guess everyone's coming through. Okay, man.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why were we having issues last time?
I think it's
Technology.
a mix of that and internet connection. I know my
That and like, does it have something to do with like that thing you use to like split your audio? Because like that might have something to do with it as well.
Maybe. I checked the audio of the video, and no, there's no audio distortions on the game itself. So,
Mm-hmm.
because
Might
it
just
did,
be an internet connection thing.
yeah, because it did happen last 2 sessions ago.
Mm-hmm.
It went and my buddy True Blue heard all that, so that was freaky.
The Discord call went underwater.
It's more like the game went underwater and you were crystal clear. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
All right, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I'm gonna start. It's on mute. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. There you go.
Playing this game without this music or any of the sound effects
2021.
is not the same.
It's not. It's really part of the game. Really, the sound design. Episode 3.
I really love it.
The runaway room.
Music is so good.
You do.
The dead of night.
It's obvious.
That is not the man we've been talking to.
That is Watson. Wilson, I'm sorry.
What?
You mean the illustration version of him?
Yeah, exactly.
He just commissioned fan art of himself to look better than he really does.
You say that like it wouldn't happen.
He would.
You say that like that
absolutely
isn't
would.
actually a plot point.
Shit, is it?
You'll see.
Oh God. Okay.
Hey, it's
Well,
us,
plot might be
Heidi.
generous. It's a lore
we,
point.
we sound like that. Who knew?
You pre-recorded. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh my!
Cleese and
Britain.
Palin, British tailors.
This is why. What's with these Japanese people and their Japanese clothing? What is this?
See, Cleese and Palin.
So
I was
hospitable.
first playing this. I was like, "We're showing London
Hmm.
in an
My
extremely
pleasure.
clean way. It looks way too clean."
First impressions are everything.
Then they go deeper.
They do mention some of the smog later on, but at first I'm like, "This is too damn shiny."
Fog. The fog, yeah.
London.
He's British.
He's British, mate.
I just love Cockney accents. They're funny.
Oh, it's fancy. 18th February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. What an incredible place.
So imposing. It's almost suffocating.
This place is breathtaking. It looks like a fortress.
There's some stone buildings like this in Japan now, of course. But they've only been built in the few short decades since we've opened our borders to the outside world.
Hey, Portal. Welcome to the
Portal.
stream.
Hello.
Hello.
Authentic example like this has quite a different impact, wouldn't you agree? Far cry from the wood and paper most of our buildings are constructed from.
It's certainly unfamiliar. But I think there's more to the differences than just the construction materials.
Wait, is this office inside Big Ben?
Oh my god, it is. What is this place again?
This is the Lord Chief Justice's office, Naruhodo-san, in the Supreme Court of Great Britain.
The Lord Chief Justice.
We had instructions to report here at this time. If circumstances were different, we're supposed to let the Lord Chief Justice know that we had arrived from Japan. Japan. Oh,
It's all good. But Kazuma can't.
no. So instead, we are here on a different capacity. Envoys to report the news of Kazuma-sama's death.
Yes.
Having delivered his or her message, an envoy's duty is done.
So, we'd have to return to Japan.
We want to remain here in Great Britain.
I have to take Kazuma's place as the law student selected for the studies tour. Tour.
Yes. Which means you need the requisite qualifications as a lawyer.
Which is what I've been studying for.
In Great Britain, it is the Lord Chief Justice who appoints lawyers. So that's the second reason why we're here, to have you officially recognized as a lawyer. It's the only way that we'll be able to remain here in London.
I hope I'm up to scratch.
Oh,
Good morning. Sorry for keeping you.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
I trust you aren't too exhausted after your long voyage from Japan. It seems I'm 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 47 seconds late. My apologies.
Oh, no. Don't mention it. We're never happier than when we're standing or with nothing much to do.
How fortunate. So, introductions. I am Mael Stronghart, Lord Chief Justice of the British Empire.
And I feel like a little mouse under an elephant's foot.
Come on, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't be a...
Whoa.
Did
Tara?
something happen?
You went
My
zing.
mic exploded.
Oh.
You went
Winter
zing.
Yeah, it was like, don't be, and then in like incredibly tinny,
Susato was centered.
steel screeching sort of noise.
Mic exploded.
Oh
Oh.
dear. I have
Oh.
no idea what happened. Do I sound okay now?
Yeah, you sound
Yeah.
okay
Yeah.
now.
You
Okay.
sounded fine right before, and then when you were asking if something had gone wrong, sounded fine. But yeah, there's just like a second there where it was like, whoa.
It was like
Okay.
thunder it struck your mic.
Weird.
The mic just shivered in fear of Stronghart.
They shivered in fear.
Oh, it's an honor to meet you, Lord Chief Justice Stronghart. I'm Ryunosuke Naruhodo from the Empire of Japan.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo. Welcome to London, the capital of our glorious British Empire.
Yes, thank you.
See him laugh.
Okay. Converse, London.
So, what are your impressions of our capital so far? How do you like London?
Oh, well, help! I've been so nervous ever since I got here that I can't remember a single thing about this city.
It's simply splendid, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh,
I had a wonderful view of some London streets from the carriage on the way here from the station. Everything is so impressive and grand. I must say I'm almost lost for words.
I'm glad to hear you like it. The city boasts tramways, piped water, and gas, even cables supplying electricity. We spearhead every revolutionary new technology in the world. Every visitor to London is astounded.
Oh, yes. Astounded is the word.
Thanks for saving me there, Susato-san.
And everyone seems so jolly and full of vigor.
Yes. There's much excitement about the upcoming great exhibition we will be hosting here in London.
Great exhibition?
Cultural and technological achievements from around the globe are to be exhibited here in our great city. It'll be the greatest spectacle of its kind in history, and will make Paris's World Fair look like a toy shop.
Gosh, I can hardly imagine how magnificent it's going to be.
Great Britain's capital city is nothing but magnificent. London is the center of the modern world.
Even if you do say so yourself.
The sun will never set on our great empire. Perhaps it is fate that in these progressive times we welcome visitors from the land of the rising sun.
Lord Chief Justice. I think you were expecting a student of law for this study tour, weren't you?
Absolutely. A Mr. Kazuma Asogi, if my memory serves.
That's right.
The British government has already been telegraphed a full report on the situation. I understand the young man lost his life aboard the steamship bound for our shores.
That's amazing. The news reached him before we even arrived.
My country naturally extends its deepest condolences to yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you honored this appointment specifically to inform me of the news?
Yes. You're here in the capacity of envoys from Japan to report the sad news in person.
They tell me you Japanese are a people of protocol and courtesy, and I see that it's true. And it is with some regret that I must inform you that the death of the young lawyer means this study tour arrangement can no longer proceed.
You would just hear us out, Lord Stronghart.
What do you have to say, madam?
It's about the study tour.
Can anyone hear anything from going on outside my mic?
Oh.
No?
No. Just check.
Nope.
Just check. Okay.
All right.
Mr. Naruhodo here would like to make a proposal.
Would he know? Well, Mr. Naruhodo.
This is it then. The moment of truth. The thing is, Lord Justice, Lord Stronghart, I was wondering if perhaps you would consider allowing the study tour to go ahead.
Don't misunderstand me. Britain would ideally like to see this tour go ahead. But without a lawyer from your country, there's nothing to be done.
Well, in that case, what if there was someone else? Another lawyer from Japan, I mean.
Is there something I don't know? Only a single lawyer was invited to Great Britain from your country. And that was Mr. Asogi. At least, that is what I've been led to understand.
Well, the thing is, this really isn't going well at all. I just can't seem to find the right words to say to this man.
He's so intimidating. Mr. Naruhodo.
I could ruin things here if I'm not careful. What am I going to say? If there's someone else here from Japan who could be described as a lawyer, it's...
Susato. It's Susato.
It's Susato! Which one?
Susato!
It's Susato! Can possibly only be, yes, Miss Susato!
She's like, what?
Yes.
And that's the plot of the game, baby.
An unusual introduction. But I presume you mean this charming lady beside you. You're a lawyer, are you?
This is like not the right thing to put.
I think it's any option, honestly, but
Okay.
this is just a funny thing.
Yeah, it's just
Fucking goof.
it's funny plop.
that
Okay.
that look she's giving me after all the days of hard work she put in to help me study. I can't let her down now. I think that's quite enough joking. Don't you, Lord Stronghart? My real answer is, it's me. I can do it.
Is that so?
I mean, I don't actually have any qualifications as such, but
No qualifications, you say, and yet you still claim to be a lawyer?
I have acted as a lawyer in court before. Only once, as it happens. And I had Kazuma help me, and I was the accused. But glossing over the details. I've been spending every spare moment on the journey here to Great Britain studying. I've learned all about British law and court proceedings while I was on board the SS Buria. Damn it!
It's just Buria.
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 Buria. Okay.
The voyage from Japan is some 50 days, I believe. Not what you might call a full education. To become a qualified lawyer here in Britain, not only do you need a university degree in law, you must also complete several years of training.
I realize it's far too short of a period of time. But I can't just go back to Japan. Kazuma, Mr. Asogi's journey had only just begun. Coming here on the studies tour was all he thought about. I have to carry on and do everything he planned to. I know, it must sound like I have an overly infatuated opinion of myself. Inflated. Inflated. My bad. Inflated. I'm nervous, okay? To give you a break. But I would do anything to prove that I have what it takes. Any test you care to set me. Just one chance. That's all I'm asking for. Please.
31 seconds.
Sorry?
Your opening statement there, Mr. Naruhodo. It was 31 seconds long. Not too brief, not too protracted. A perfectly judged appeal, I would say. Which is a skill that would stand you in good stead as a lawyer.
Oh. Thanks.
Oh.
Oh.
Hold on, give me a bit.
All right. We'll wait.
I heard somebody in the background scream.
Oh? I didn't hear that.
Was it
I did not hear that either, but concern.
Was it through me or through...
I heard the same thing. I don't know
Okay,
either.
cool. Not just...
Also, there's a bot in your
Just
chat,
in your head.
Ryusuke.
Huh?
There's a bot in your chat.
Yeah, I was just about to say that there's a bot in your chat, yeah.
All right. All right. How do I get rid of this guy?
Ooh, I can buy followers and primes and viewers? Click! No, imagine. No, Andre, it's a trap! What is this?
You
Virus?
explode on the spot.
Oh, hello, Shadowleaf.
Oh, no! It's Shadowleaf.
Okay, the tech's IQ has been monitored. Yes, mystery Shadowleaf. Mysterious. How is it going over there? Oh, you're gonna you bounce off and come back? Okay.
Oh yeah, that was me. Yeah, my connection was going off and on.
Oh, okay.
Looks better now though.
Oh,
that's good.
All right.
I was just thinking I had it muted, but I wanted to say at the time, someone's probably going to go back and check to see if the delivery was 31 seconds long.
It probably isn't. Because I keep screwing up. But for story purposes, it's 31 seconds. That, or his clock is 10 seconds slow.
Well,
Just look at his fancy.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
It's nothing big. I was just gonna say this would be a cool place to walk around with all those gears and stuff.
well, I'm pretty sure if you put somebody on there, they would die.
Oh, definitely. Yes. Absolutely.
The thing that'll happen with the villains in both Great Masked Detective and the Lupin, the third movie, that'll happen.
Castle Cameo is true.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I saw Great Mouse Detective. I know what happens.
I love that movie.
Yeah. The exact
So
thing
how
happens.
many of you have played
All right.
through both? Oh, you're back. Okay.
You can finish your thought.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I
It's
was just
me.
gonna talk.
I haven't played any of these games, if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
Me neither,
okay,
but I'm
all right.
loving it so far from this.
Play through
Well,
both
I love you
games,
guys.
baby.
Quiet.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting cases to get so emotional like that last one.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
they're
you
so
hear about is
good.
like the really
good.
wacky, over-the-top stuff, like interviewing a parrot, interviewing a whale, throwing coffee at you repeatedly.
Yeah. All right. Let's start.
So, you're willing to put those words to trial, are you? Well, I'm all for entertainment.
Huh?
But let me ask you one thing first, sir.
Yes.
You say you intend to do everything Mr. Asogi planned to do. Are you firmly set on that path?
Well, yes. That's my intention.
I see.
Am I imagining things? Or did his expression just alter a fraction there all of a sudden?
Very well.
Having played the whole game, this is an interesting conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You have your wish. I'll give you a chance. A test to become a specially certified lawyer. Whether you pass or fail is entirely down to you.
Really? I don't know what's going on in the chat right now. Oh, hello, Red. Hi. How are you?
Hey, it's Red.
I read.
Unfortunately, Hyperknees can't make it right now, so the amazing Arkham is voicing him at the moment. Okay, here we go. So, what form will the test take exactly?
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, what do you consider the role of a lawyer to be?
Well, defending people, of course.
Well said. So, let's have you defend someone.
Huh?
Your timing is perfect, in fact. There's an apt trial about to begin later today. No advocate has been appointed for the defense as yet, so this will be welcome news.
Vibe as much as you want, Red. Today?
Straight away?
If you manage to secure a verdict of not guilty, you'll have passed my test. What could be simpler?
How do I get myself into these situations? Feels like every right has just asked this question.
Yeah. I mean, we've only had the two, but yeah.
Yeah,
Could ask, what sort of trial is it, Lord Stronghart?
Yes, good question. Ah, I remember. It's a murder trial.
A murder? The sound is getting bad.
Distortion.
okay. Oh shit! I missed the button making funny sounds.
Go.
Okay, there you go. Is it
What?
is it okay? Is the stream a-okay over there?
Looks good.
Okay.
An extremely simple case, I understand. You really can't lose. Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
That's easy for you to say.
Quick and dirty.
But I should mention, just in case. If the defendant is found guilty, he will of course be sentenced to capital punishment.
Capital punishment? He'll be put to death?
Here in Great Britain, murderers are sent to the gallows without exception. Presumably, you read that much on your... Presumably you read that much in your short C-based introduction to British law.
We can't possibly agree to such a test. It would be toying with a man's life.
I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it... I am the Lord Chief Justice, and I've decided it's acceptable.
Thanks, Shadowleaf. But you can't do that. Can you?
I am the law! There's no need to overcomplicate this. All you have to do is ensure that you don't lose.
So the defendant may live or die, depending on how well I perform in the court. If I lose, he'll be hanged.
Mr. Naruhodo, you've come to me claiming to be a lawyer. If you want me to take you seriously, you need to prove you're willing to do a lawyer's job. And you say you intend to see through the will of your compatriot, Mr. Asogi. I would like to understand just how far you're willing to go in order to make that happen.
He's testing my resolve.
What's the matter? You've fallen silent. I'm sorry, but my time is pressing. The trial begins shortly. I need an answer from you now. What's it to be?
What do I say? Do I agree to this absurd test? I won't do it! I can't do it! No! I'm just kidding.
He then packs up and
The
goes
back
home.
down is too strong.
Game over. Of course.
GG's, you lose.
Man. I'll do it! Alright then. if I have to give you a decision now, I can't do it! I can't get the words out!
15 seconds. Your decision-making needs work if you want to be a lawyer. That was too slow. So, it's as I suspected, is it?
Sorry?
You have noble intentions, but lack the resolve to see them through. The test is cancelled. Thank you for stopping by. Go and acquire your ticket for passage back to the east tomorrow. This conversation is over.
Yes, Lord Stronghart. Thank you for offering me a chance.
Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm sorry, Miss Susato. But what can I do?
It's all right. I understand.
You do?
It's not easy decision to choose whether to abandon these circumstances. Results have absolutely nothing to do with it.
What are you trying to say, madam?
I think what Miss Susato means is that no matter how badly I'd like to be recognized as a lawyer and stay here in Great Britain, to risk another man's life by treating his one and only chance at trial so trivially. Trivially?
Trivially.
Okay, I didn't.
Everybody go at once.
All right. So, which sound? This? Oh, what do you mean distortion? When did that happen?
I think that was a while ago, maybe?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay.
But anyway, guys, I think I gotta bounce. I have some stuff coming up.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andre.
Yeah.
Andre.
Sorry for cutting it short. All right, take it easy, guys. Have fun.
Take it easy.
Later.
Peace.
Would be utterly unforgivable. I feel exactly the same way. I'm sure the defendant won't see this trial as a test, as some kind of experiment. A lawyer might fight for his clients in court day after day. But for each one of these clients, the particular day they stand in the dock may be the only chance they have to fight to prove their innocence. What was that? No, I was wrong. I'm not qualified to do that job yet. I'm sorry for wasting your precious time, Lord Chief Justice. Thanks for the follow, Red.
Wait,
go, Red.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, was there something else?
It's approximately 20 minutes by carriage to the Old Bailey from here.
The voice of Susato is voiced by AderuMoro.
Okay.
If you leave immediately, you should be there in time. You should still be there in time.
But I just said that...
I was quite serious in what I told you. The defendant in this case has literally no one to advocate for him.
What?
At this point, he can't hope to find someone to represent him. The trial will begin without a defense. And if that happens, there's only one possible outcome. He will receive the most severe sentence the judge can pass down.
But that's awful.
But that is the truth.
does it have to be like this?
Red commented on your voice, Aderu. You're immaculate.
Oh, thank you.
Please don't expect an answer to every question. The cold, hard truth of the matter is that there is only one person now with a chance to save this man from a very miserable end. And that is you.
I'm really his only hope?
So, what do you say now, madam?
What do you mean, Lord Stronghart?
You said it wasn't an easy decision to choose whether to defend a man in these circumstances, and I agree. But in my estimation, it is purely and simply a matter of resolve.
Ooh.
Our time is up here. I have a meeting to attend. I must leave in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So, venture into our great city and enjoy yourselves!
There he go.
It's gone.
The Old Bailey.
We're going to do this, Mr. Naruhodo. We must leave at once.
And we move to the Old Bailey.
This did make me feel really bad for our client, because I'm like, nobody's gonna advocate for him.
That sucks. 18th February, 9:45 a.m., the Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber.
Thank goodness, we're in time. There's still 15 minutes until the trial begins.
I never knew a horse-drawn carriage could go so fast. I thought my teeth were going to rattle loose.
You hear what I said to the driver when we climbed aboard? This to our destination in 5 minutes, driver, and there's a guinea in it for you.
There's a guinea pig?
It's one of my favorite lines from the Sherlock Holmes stories, and it worked quite perfectly.
I'm not sure why you're so pleased. I thought we were going to die and we had to pay gold for the privilege.
Well, at least we arrived here before the trial started.
Yes, I suppose there's that.
Anyway, I don't understand it. Court clerk said the defendant should be here. There's no sign of him at all.
So this is the Old Bailey. Even this room for defendant to wait is even this room for defendants to wait in is grand.
All right, Mr. Naruhodo.
I'm feeling tense, that's all. This place gives me the same sense of foreboding that I remember from the Supreme Court in Japan. A press of air. Almost as if the building itself is going to crush whoever is about to be sentenced. It feels like only yesterday that I was It feels like only yesterday that I was the one about to be crushed.
Yes, whoever the man you're to defend is, I imagine he's feeling very alone at this moment.
Okay. Who's gonna be this guy? Who can do Irish? You're...
Who's here?
Couple
Yeah,
the morning
who's
to you, madam.
Mr. Naruhodo?
Don't worry about it. What you doing following me here? Things are fair desperate, are they? Sorry? Would you look at these expressionless faces? From the east, are yes? This is terrible. Ah! Paul, help me. We're from Japan, yes.
I can try.
You'll give it a shot.
My Irish accent's not great, but like, Japan, is it? Hey, say no more.
At least he won't be talking to himself.
So, how much do you need?
Would he be saying use?
Use?
Yeah, that's kind of confusing.
No. We're just here because...
No need to explain, fella. I've been there myself, so I have. No place to go, nothing to eat, barely a penny to your name. And all while in this strange, faraway land.
Well, actually, we haven't found a place to stay yet, no.
'Tis grand, 'tis grand. Let me start by giving you 1,000 guineas. Say nothing now.
Oh,
1,000 guineas?
Please, Mr. Susato, you don't have to shout.
But 1,000 guineas is enough to build an entire mansion in the most prestigious area of Tokyo.
What?
It's nothing to me at all. I like to ensure I have sufficient funds to weather any day, you see. I have enough wealth to buy the city of London 2 or 3 times over.
Could that much rain even fall in one day?
Yeah, haven't you heard the fall of an empire?
Well, even so, we couldn't possibly accept such a large sum of money. Ow! That hit me in the eye!
Naruhodo-san!
God bless Mrs. Susato-san!
A nice shot, huh? Don't get me wrong, fella. I'm not giving it to you, no strings attached. I'll be wanting you to do something for me.
Oh?
To be honest, it's a little embarrassing. The trial that's about to begin, you see, is for me good self here. I'll be in the dock. Oh, now, what I want you to do is come along with me and stand there beside me. Officially, you'd be my lawyer, but that's just a little detail now.
Oh. Well, the thing is...
Don't worry about the thing. All you have to do is stand up there next to me, nothing more. Otherwise, you see, the trial is going to start without me having any kind of representation at all.
So it was true. The Lord Chief Justice wasn't just making it up. All up.
I'm terribly sorry to have to ask, but... Does that mean you're the defendant in this trial?
What in places? Do you not know who I am? Me, one of London's biggest names?
No. Sorry. We've only just arrived in the city, you see.
I see. I suppose it isn't altogether impossible. Well, just next to Hyde Park there in the center of London is another beautiful park.
Sorry? A park? What?
It's called McGilded Park, full of blossoming flowers in the spring and singing birds and whatnot. I donated to the city, so I did.
An entire park in central London?
A city of smiles. That's my vision for London. There's nothing Magnus McGilded wouldn't do for the city and its square old people.
That's amazing. I mean, really extraordinary.
But now they've the gall to say I'm a good-for-nothing criminal. Me, Magnus McGilded. What is the matter with the London police, I ask you?
All right, don't pass out.
Mr. Naruhodo. Perhaps now would be a good time to introduce ourselves while the gentleman catches his breath.
Good idea. Mr. McGilded, the thing is, we're actually here in London to study British law. We're law students, on a tour from Japan, you see. So, if you don't have a lawyer for the trial yet, and you'd be happy to put yourself in our hands...
What was I after saying, you daft idiot? I've given you 1,000 guineas to stand up there next to me, haven't I?
Well, yes, but I wasn't really offering to stand up there next to you. Oh.
I think I see what's going on here.
Sorry.
I know what you're thinking. This chancer of a fella claims to have more money than the Queen. But if that's true, why the blazes can't he hire the finest lawyer in all of England? Because he did it! That's the only explanation. Well?
Well, not at all.
Exactly. I'm out.
Not at all. Although it's a little strange, to be honest. Why don't you have a lawyer, I mean? Why you don't have a lawyer, I mean.
That would be a fault of the Reaper.
Sorry? Did he say Reaper?
Aye, the Grim Reaper of the Bailey, Lord Barok van Zieks. He's the prosecutor.
How edgy.
Prosecutor is the Grim Reaper?
When Van Zieks stands for the prosecution, they call the accused his sacrificial lambs. And to this day, in every single trial in which he's been the prosecutor, the accused has been damned.
What?
So it's reached the desperate situation. When there's no one willing to stand in defense against the fella at all. You could say he's a living legend of the Old Bailey.
Goodness. Lord Barok van Zieks. How do we say his first name?
It's Barok.
He must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
Barok?
Yeah.
Possibly
Either that or
Baroque,
Baroque, but I don't like that.
Yeah, fair.
But what if it's the actual name?
I mean, that's what his name is based on, though the term Baroque. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's check real quick.
Barok, and Barok.
I say Barok.
I do too, but I'm like, this is not right. It's not.
Pronunciation.
I'm
Just
not.
go to the
I don't think it's a
Wikipedia
real
page.
name. You're
It
gonna
probably
that.
isn't.
What
let's
are they named after? And then it says Barok. I'm like, okay,
That's what I'm
so that's how you
thinking.
say his name.
let's
But I
check.
don't want to do it
Let's
that way.
let's check the kana. There is no kana. Why did you put the kana wiki per people? No, there it is. Baroku Banjikutsu. So Barok.
Barok. Okay, we'll go with that.
I still prefer Barok, to be honest, but you know what, that's
Or-
just me.
Or Barrack. Let's go with Barrack.
Okay.
You-
Must be an exceptionally talented prosecutor then.
Talented isn't the word you're looking for, madam. It's cursed.
Cursed. What on earth? Why did I say it that way?
Oh, wait, can I take this bailiff? Can I take this bailiff?
Go for it. Go for it.
The defendant is summoned, and his counsel. Please make your way into the courtroom. The trial's about to begin.
I know. Had
Nice.
fun with that.
His counsel. That would be me.
Oh, 'tis time. Well then, fella, don't let me down.
But I don't know anything about this case. You haven't told me what happened.
Until you showed your face here. I'd made up my mind, so I had.
Sorry?
I decided I'd have to defend myself in there.
How would that have worked? Wait.
But then you made an appearance. A student of law, wouldn't you know? 'Tis no accident, I can assure you of that. 'Tis fate. So don't get cold feet now. Please.
It's getting dark. I literally know nothing about the case or about this man who stands accused. In fact, the only thing I do know is that I can't just turn my back on him.
Mr. Naruhodo.
The man has no one. He'll have to stand alone in that courtroom, armed with nothing to defend himself. Yes, something that Kazuma would never have allowed to happen.
Get up on the defense! What are you doing? If you're late for the start of the trial, you will lose your right to stand.
I'll be right there. It's happening then. My first trial in a British court. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because I have no idea how I'm going to manage this!
Wait, so does this mean I'm also playing the judge?
I don't know. Who wants to be the judge? I know.
I mean, I'll still take it.
Let's figure it out now.
Does Arkham have anything? Or is he
I-
doing
Arkham-
Van Zieks?
Yeah.
Arkham is Van Zieks.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well, okay.
I mean, I
Um,
could
I mean, I could
try,
probably play one of
but I don't
yours.
know how fitting it would be.
Would there be more? Sorry, would there be
Still
more
needs to be like
characters?
really low, right?
yeah, there will be.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot. Think Dumbledore, the first one. Where he sounds like this.
Man.
Hey, Harry, Harry
Flex my
Potter,
British man with a mustache.
Harry
And I'm
Potter,
already doing an old person voice anyway, too.
Harry Potter.
So are you going to take the judge too, Blackjack?
No, isn't that
Oh.
you were just talking about that?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Damn it, Andre! Why'd you have to leave? So
Because
this
I was saying I'm already doing an old
Oh, I
person voice
see the
here
people
anyway.
now. Oh, okay, I see.
I
Yeah.
can take the judge then. I got my old man voice.
So do I.
No, let me
but-
try. Let me try it. I want to take this.
Okay. So this is the highest court in Great Britain. The Old Bailey. The centuries of history in this place is palpable, isn't it? It's so different to the Supreme Court in Japan.
Feels both imposing and serene at the same time. The atmosphere almost makes words redundant. And the audio's getting weird. Ever the country determining a person's guilt or something, I can't read it anymore. Determining a person's guilt or innocence is always a solemn affair.
Mm.
Can I say something, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, yes. What?
Your eyes look ready to pop out of your head again.
I know, but I just can't help it. Look.
That's a vampire. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session.
That works to me.
We are here today to determine the guilt or innocence of Mr. Magnus McGilded. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
What is a man but a miserable
Little
pile of secrets? The prosecution is fully prepared.
I'm scared.
You should be.
That must be the Reaper of the Bailey. He really does look fully prepared to dispatch his next poor victim to the underworld.
Counsel for the defense. You appear to be Eastern. Do you speak English?
Racist!
Huh? Oh, yes,
Say
of
no,
course.
sir, and continue like
Sorry.
nothing happened.
No, sir. Nani. Nani, sorry. Go in the side.
Wait, then how did you understand my question? Oh.
Good one.
But he asked if the defense was ready. I couldn't be further but ready if I tried.
Those eyes please me, Nipponese. They shroud your fear, your doubt, your trepidation.
So good at this.
This is really good.
I'm scared.
They run wild, clinging to some phantom notion of courage. The quintessential look of a sacrificial lamb.
I don't know if you're hitting on me or threatening me.
A cold shiver just ran down my spine all the way to the tip of my toes.
Now, Mr. McGilded. Oh, this is gonna get hard. Does someone want to take over from McGilded? Actually, I don't know about my Irish accent.
I. Or,
The
do
most
you wanna
Irish
go
I know is just from watching DB Geek. I
That's
don't know.
more than I know, so like, hey.
I guess I can try, but it's gonna be a pretty cartoony Irish.
Okay. Both one line will have you do it, and the other line will have Blackjack. Actually, honestly, we'll just have Blackjack do it, so no one's.
All right.
Go,
Okay.
go, Blackjack.
Overwhelmed.
All right.
Yes, my lord.
You stand accused of murder, a capital offense. You could be sent to the gallows if found guilty. Are you quite sure you wish to entrust your defense to this foreigner?
Racist.
Racist.
As I've always said, my lord, 'tis a grand thing to give opportunities to the young.
Okay, he's yours.
You're doing great.
This is pretty good. I like it.
He's great.
Even if the fella is a student from some little island off in the Far East.
Hey,
He's Irish, isn't he? Also a foreigner.
Is it not the British way to ignore the dangers to yourself and give those less fortunate a fair chance? I'd like to think that acts of chivalry do the great British Empire proud.
what a fine gentleman London has!
Gentlemen, London has in him. Did you hear?
Yeah, like already 4,000 pounds of the government the other
Mother,
day.
please, we forgot it's got a time!
Seems as though everyone in the public gallery is firmly behind Mr. Gilded.
Jesus Christ.
That's definitely welcome news, and he certainly has a way with words. I'm surprised he couldn't convince anyone to defend him.
Simply put, Mr. McGilded, and most laudable sentiments. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm sure I need hardly remind you that you 6 members of the public have been selected for your impartiality. Are you ready to proceed?
Oh, dear God.
It's time, baby.
All right, I guess I... Oh, boy.
Yes, my lord. If the task is to send rotters to the gallows where they belong, I'm more than ready.
At the manor, his lordship always says we should dispose of rubbish promptly. Naturally, I agree.
Ha! Any criminals here will soon be wishing they never set eyes on me.
I feel a chill.
Yeah, we don't have a number 5, do we?
No.
Oh, don't mind me, my dears. I'll just be getting on with my knitting. Must finish these mitts for my grandson. And turning her into the Smillywegian, I don't know why.
Yeah, don't you know?
Don't you know?
We could like barely hear that, but that was so in character.
I love it.
Mr. Naruhodo, those people are...
The
Weird,
jury.
I know.
Yes. That's something we don't have in Japan yet.
That's right. I only ever read about it. Here in Great Britain, the court's final verdict depends on the opinions of these 6 jurors. The judge passes sentence according to the law, but the jurors determine guilt based on common sense. So the defendant is ultimately judged from 2 completely different points of view.
But how exactly do jurors give their verdict?
That I don't know, but... I'm sure it will become clear as the trial progresses.
Yes.
It's quite a show.
Prosecutor Van Zieks.
My lord.
It's been a number of years since we've seen you here in the courtroom. I thought you'd renounced your fame.
I'm known as the Reaper of the Bailey, my lord. Infamy rather than fame, I would say. But yes, 5 years have passed since I last spread my wings in this capacity.
Such a vampire.
So, what brings you back? Is there some change of circumstance of which the court should be aware?
I leave that to your imagination, my lord.
So the Reaper has been out of action for 5 years. Why did he have to choose today of all days to make a comeback?
Don't lose heart, Mr. Naruhodo.
As you wish, sir. The court nevertheless welcomes your return. Now then, opening statements, I think. A summary of the case, if you please.
Certainly, my lord. As your lordship is aware, this is a case of overwhelming simplicity.
We must be the only ones in here who weren't aware.
The incident took place in the late evening, 3 days past. The hour was some minutes after 10. The victim was a maker of building bricks known in the community as Thrice-Fired Mason.
Sorry? Rice?
He was a very accomplished craftsman. The bricks he fired were said to be almost indestructible.
The victim's corpse was discovered in an omnibus in service on the streets of London at the time. A dagger that had been thrust into the victim's abdomen is believed to be the ultimate cause of death. Here is the autopsy report from the investigating medical officer at Scotland Yard.
Thank you, counsel. I shall accept that and the photograph as evidence.
The autopsy report has been added into the court record.
Woo!
The photograph of the crime scene has been entered into the court record.
I want to look at that stuff eventually.
And one further item of evidence. The prosecution wishes to submit these as well.
And these are? Good lord! Is that blood, counsel?
Yes, my lord. Seized by a policeman who arrived at the scene. These gore-soaked gloves were taken from the hands of the accused when he was arrested.
What? Mr. McGilden's gloves had blood in them? Had blood on them?
Yes, I will accept these as evidence as well.
The defendant's leather gloves have been entered into the court record. How did I get into this? I'm backed into the corner before I've even started.
Continuing. According to the driver of the omnibus, there were only 2 passengers traveling inside his vehicle at the time.
Only 2?
Obviously, one of those passengers was the deceased brickmaker, Mr. Mason. The other was the accused, Magnus McGilded.
Well, rather damning circumstances, to say the least. Defendant, what say you?
Well, of course I have no recollection of such a thing.
Mr. McGilded!
To be sure, I rode the omnibus that evening. But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness, and I always succumb to it.
Are you claiming to have been asleep?
'Tis the motion of the carriage, my lord. Lilting so it is, just like me accent. And when I opened my eyes again... 'Twas a desperate sight before me. The body of a man I'd never laid eyes on before in my life.
Hmm.
Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? Or hopefully anywhere else. I wasn't about to start worrying about my gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand.
So the blood got into the gloves then, after the man had been killed.
Unfortunately, that statement of the driver's is only the beginning.
What? That's not all of it?
There were multiple witnesses to the precise moment at which the brickmaker was fatally stabbed.
Order! Order! Order!
Surely you've seen the Parliament memes.
The what?
Yeah, there's just a guy screaming, "Order! Order!" That's how they say it.
Oh.
Never seen that before.
Me either.
Yeah, I haven't.
When the killing took place, only the victim and the accused were inside the carriage. And there were witnesses to the crime. This is not just a case of compelling evidence. It's the nail in the coffin for the accused.
Thank you, counsel. The circumstances of the crime have been made quite clear. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Be right back.
Okay.
So, how about that fire, huh?
It's looking real hot.
It's a wooden building, too.
I thought this place was made of stone.
Yeah, but
Well, look at all the wood around them.
yeah, the
Yeah.
sculpture's made of wood.
I mean, you got that, maybe that gold accent, but that ain't gonna do you much good.
Save me, gold! Also, Arkham, I gotta
So,
say, your Van Zieks is so good. Like, I cannot believe how good it is.
Is.
It's like scarily good. Like, I'm scared, but I'm also so fascinated by it.
So, Trav, are you the only one who's played the game?
I think so. I've finished both games, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's so fun revisiting this game.
Yeah. I've like, when I finished it, I didn't want to let it go.
I know. I need a
I'm
third game so
glad.
bad.
Yeah.
How long was that wall of noise? Was that like, was it really messing up the game audio over there, chat?
No.
I didn't hear a really loud noise.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't hear anything.
A loud
Yeah,
noise?
never mind.
Because Portal posted like a highlight. It's like a wall of noise, but in Irish.
Oh.
No, it's a clip.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It was all of us like trying to do the court noises.
Oh,
we were joking around, yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for the clip, Portal.
All right, we're back.
Yeah. I think we will hear testimony from these witnesses first of all.
Your wish is my command. Bailiff, bring the witnesses in at once.
Oh, God.
More characters.
Witnesses, your names and occupations.
Oh boy. My name is, well, everyone calls me Beppo. I drive in an omnibus in East End.
Bruce Fairplay. I'm a banker in the city.
May I?
Sure.
My name's Furst. Lady Furst. I make hats for gents.
Lady first.
I thought it was one word for a second. I guess it means lady.
Let me begin by confirming the facts. 3 days ago, a short time after 10 o'clock in the evening, all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnessed to the all of you present in the stand were in an omnibus and witnessed to the aforementioned incident. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Quite right.
Yes, sir. That's right, sir. Very well, then. Let's proceed to your formal testimonies, please.
Okay, there's a stream audio distortion. Give me a second.
Oh no.
Is it better now, Shadow? I don't see anything wrong yet.
Sounds okay to us, at least to me.
Yes, that's fine.
In Twitch.
Mm.
Twitch.tv/someourguy.
All right.
Twitch is a temperamental beast.
Oh, it's cleared up. Okay. I
Oh,
probably should turn off Twitch on my side. That's probably gonna help a bit.
Each of you will tell the court precisely what you saw.
Huh. Haven't seen one of these in a while.
Yeah, it's been
1 week. Well, it hasn't been 1 week. It's been like quite a while.
Like a
Harry-
month?
Yeah. 1 month. It was the last bus of the evening, so I had a few customers. I remember it well.
The victim and the man accused of killing him were sat next to each other inside the bus. Then out of the blue, the accused has reached over and plunged the knife right into his guts.
That's right. He stabbed him. I screamed, I did. Couldn't help it.
As soon as I heard the scream, I stopped the bus, and then I saw it too.
Unambiguous testimony, I must say.
Exactly, my lord. These men witnessed the incident in the omnibus with their own eyes.
I'd like to ask a question, if I may.
Yes, counsel?
Well, this testimony makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever.
Why not?
Well, the incident took place inside a moving carriage, didn't it?
As has been clearly stated from the outset, yes.
Well, in that case, how could those two witnesses possibly have seen what happened? There's no way they could have seen the inside of the moving carriage. It's cold out here.
Oh, quaint. I'd read that civilization in the Eastern Island nations was a good century behind our own. But you're here in London yourself. Are you really so ignorant about our omnibuses?
Huh?
Tell me, my Nipponese friend, have you ever traveled in an omnibus?
Well, no. We, only arrived in London this morning.
No matter. I've arranged for us all to see for ourselves. The actual scene of the crime, that is.
What do you mean? The actual scene? How?
A carriage is designed to be moved, after all. Presumably you understand that much.
We're going to drive it directly into the courtroom.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
You say that as if it's a joke.
They'll do it. Don't tempt fate.
As I was saying it, that's probably exactly what they're going to do.
Do not tempt fate.
We're tempting fate.
Yep. Here we go. Yes.
The omnibus in which this bloody crime took place is here today, in this very building.
Here? What? The entire carriage?
Bailiff! Bring forth the stricken omnibus!
Oh my God, they're doing it right now. Blackjack, what have you done?
See, I was expecting them
wow.
to like bring it in with like horses and everything.
Oops, a whole car.
What the fuck?
What
is
this?
this?
Out driving it
Good
in.
response.
This is considerably tamer than what I was envisioning it.
You know, fair.
They have cross-examined an orca, so
True.
Parrots, orcas, what else have we cross-examined? A radio?
dead people.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So that's
Joe, there'll probably be a game where you do that too.
Stop. No!
Kind of.
You don't! I'm so mad!
You walked into that though.
I'm so mad. Okay. Okay. So that's an omnibus. The omnibus. I can't believe they could bring something so enormous in here. Great Britain's courtrooms are amazing.
As you can see, the omnibus is pulled by 2 horses and can carry up to 8 passengers. Four passengers seated inside in the enclosed cabin, and another 4 on the rooftop deck above. Every Londoner knows that the best views of the city's architecture and sights are to be found from the top of an omnibus. And I should point out to our foreign guests that there is a skylight in the roof, allowing a view of the interior from the seats above.
A skylight. Oh!
The penny drops at last, I see. These 2 gentlemen were occupying the rooftop seats on this omnibus when the murder took place. That is how they came to witness the grim incident. Through the skylight.
That makes perfect sense.
Well, Counsel, this is a first. A lady first, in fact. In all my years behind the bench, I've never experienced the crime scene itself being brought into the courtroom.
There are a number of important clues remaining inside the carriage, my lord. I would like to submit the omnibus itself as evidence. That is the prosecution's wish.
Very well. I see no reason why not. This omnibus is hereby formally accepted as evidence.
The omnibus has been entered to the court record. I can't believe it. The entire crime scene entered as evidence?
Yes! Great Britain is simply extraordinary. Extraordinary. That's the way to say it.
I could help myself a lot by giving that omnibus a thorough examination, seeing as it's here.
Let us continue with the proceedings then. Your cross-examination, counsel.
Pray don't expect this Nipponese stray to understand the intricacies of a British court's cross-examination rights.
All right. My first cross-examination in a British court. Focus, Ryunosuke. Focus.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Uh-huh.
may you want to look at the evidence?
Yeah. I probably should. Let's see. Examine. Victim. Thrice fired. Thrice fired. Sorry.
Rice
That
fired.
stuff up top is in the important stuff.
Yeah, I know. Time of death and cause. Stabbed once in the abdomen with a knife whilst journeying in the omnibus. Died due to internal hemorrhaging resulting from trauma. Alright. Examine. Magnifying glass.
It appears to be missing a button, but I don't think that's going to come into effect later. I just noticed that now.
Spoilers, Susato. Spoilers. What's this? No, it's just...
I don't
Wallpaper.
think you can actually select anything yet.
No, you can't. Just
No,
looking
you can't
through.
do that in the magnifying sessions.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't rotate it?
This is definitely blood, isn't it? Not the most pleasant sight to be confronted on with our first date in London.
Well, nothing will come of grumbling now.
No. By the way, is Mr. McGilded right-handed?
Yes, I believe so. He was toying with a coin in his right hand a little earlier.
Pity. If only he'd been left-handed.
I think blood on either glove would be fairly incriminating, really.
Alright, I don't think I can rotate it yet.
Oh, I wouldn't let you do it!
It won't. I don't know. I'm pressing the rotate button and it won't do the thing.
At least.
Alright. We can
I
look
think
at
that
me.
comes up later, actually, as like a tutorial thing.
Okay.
Curses. Tutorials.
Apologies, Mr. Naruhodo.
Spoiled again.
Let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
The scene of the murder. It's horrible. Oh. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. What the fuck?
You can't rotate anything, can you? Well,
Blah, blah, blah.
No, I can't. Were you able to
I see
rotate it?
something.
rotated the Hosanaga's card in the first case.
Yeah, I'm pressing the E and M button, but
Maybe it'll come up later.
Yeah, I think it's a tutorial thing for later.
curses.
Also, audio's getting crunchy again.
Curses. Damn it. Damn internet. Damn it. Damn it.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Let me look at options real quick. Okay. Review scene. Move cursor. Rotate way.
Arrow keys.
H N B M. I'm gonna go back there.
He's so cold.
Ah.
We've solved it.
What's that?
Wait, what did you do?
Can't find anything out of place. No, I was pressing the wrong button. That's what it is. I'm using the keyboard. Okay. Well, now that we know how to,
Let's go inside for the third time. Next, right, omnibus.
Wait. Look at the back too.
Oh well, I'll get to it. Jesus. You can certainly see inside the carriage through this opening. That's for sure.
Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. I'm sure the witnesses would have been able to see quite clearly.
That's not good for us. Okay, I'm gonna see it in the back just for you, Trav. What the fuck in the hell? I can't find anything out of place.
Whoa, I didn't notice that.
It seems right to me. I don't know.
Seems right to you.
You're right.
Yes, it is. Oh, I can
if
look up.
only that number was 2 digits higher.
If
Like
only.
two number.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, let's see. No. Wait. Is that just looking at the... No. We've already been here. Wait. No, we didn't read this.
A wonderful view of London streets from up here.
So people sit all the way up here on bitter winter nights with the cold air rushing past them? And they have to pay money to do so?
I can't imagine how cold it must feel.
That just made me think of something horrible.
The window would be frosted up.
Can you imagine being dragged around the city in the freezing cold as punishment?
Perhaps that is the real price you pay to stay out late.
Susato-san,
What?
you know what time it is?
To go inside?
It's time to go inside!
Well, let's open the door and go inside, shall we?
You like seeing the murder. It's horrible. Oh, look at
Look all
that.
around. There's blood on the cushion.
That's blood that's soaked into the seat. The victim's, obviously.
Yes, and that seat would be clearly visible from the roof deck.
Would you really stab somebody in full view of the other passengers like that, I wonder?
Well, it was after dark. There was a lamp on here, so perhaps the culprit couldn't see anything outside through the skylight.
Whichever way you look at it, it doesn't seem like it was a planned attack. Ooh. Excuse me.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Contempt of court.
Oh, no, Your Honor.
Banned.
Oh. That's a poster for the great exhibition that's due to start 6 months from now. There's a lot of focus being drawn to the Crystal Tower, the centerpiece of the whole exposition.
Ooh, the Crystal Tower. It's under construction already, I believe. Well, all over London must be fizzing with excitement at the prospect of such a grand event.
Alright, what's that? No, that's nothing of importance.
Anything up on the roof here?
It's quite a large skylight, isn't it?
Yes, quite a large enough to afford a good view into the cabin from the roof deck.
There doesn't appear to be a handle or catch of any description. So I suppose it can't be opened from inside the cabin, at least. This seat looks reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it. And only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side, really.
Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up into the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here.
A woman in kimono would have the same problem. Women clothes are very impractical, aren't they? This seat has a handle, it seems. Ooh, what's in here? This looks like all sorts of equipment that might be needed to keep the omnibus running.
Feeding tubes, tools to repair wheels, blankets, horseshoeing tools. So it's a storage compartment for the coachman to keep his things, it seems.
There doesn't seem to be any space for passengers to stow their luggage, that's for sure.
Well, I don't imagine it would be very convenient for that purpose anyway.
Is it all the same thing?
Pretty much.
Let me check. Yeah. All right. Close. Wait a minute. I think that's it.
There's nothing on the floor, nothing on the ceiling.
All right. Let's get out.
Have you seen enough? Let's step back outside then.
Going outside.
I believe we've looked
That's it.
at everything.
Yep, I think we're good. Have you seen my badge? It's pretty great. All right. We don't need to read these, of course, but you know.
The guide.
What happened? Where'd it go?
What?
Where'd it go?
What happened to the stream?
What happened to the game? It crashed on me.
Oh no!
No.
Please tell me I'm not. Oh,
Oh, save us.
please.
No.
Why? Oh, please. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord Almighty, please.
Oh no.
Wait. Is it? Please. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please. 7:14. Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay. Let me look at the options real quick. Okay. Court record. Press. I don't need the evidence. I need to like.
Well, on the plus side, we didn't actually glean any new evidence from our search, so we can probably just go into the cross-examination.
Yeah.
I had to switch rooms. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear you fine.
Yep.
Okay, good.
All right. Time to press the third statement. Wait. You guys aren't seeing the screen, aren't you?
No, we
This
aren't.
is my I was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh, okay, cool.
There you are. There you guys are. You actually saw the exact moment it happened?
Did not testify today.
Huh, interesting. All right.
Or a fair dinkum hard-working city banker is not considered trustworthy these days.
A fair dick and what? Oh, no. I didn't mean that. This is no good. I've really got his back up. Perhaps you could just tell us what?
My lord!
Juror number 3. What's the meaning of this?
He's juror number 3.
What's all this then?
No name. They don't
We're
have
supposed to remain
names.
anonymous.
Oh.
My mind is made up, my lord. Completely and utterly made up.
Made up about what?
I don't like the stinking rich. Never have. They're always up to something or other that they shouldn't be. Every one of them.
I like this guy.
Me too.
And that little leprechaun of a man is no exception. Well, you can't fool me.
Little leprechaun.
There's no point wasting time, listening to any more of this. That's my opinion on the matter anyway.
That is precisely what I was about to say. As the foreman of the jury, it's my duty to set a good example to my fellow jurors.
What is happening here?
Let me see. Ah, yes. It seems that's how the members of the jury give their verdicts.
Very into spectacle here.
With fire?
Apparently, yes. White for innocent and black for guilty. The 6 members of the jury make up their minds about the case. One by one, they each cast a ball of fire into the great scales of justice, as we saw a moment ago.
So if those enormous scales fall completely to the backside, does that mean?
Let's do our very best to make sure that doesn't happen.
Now I'm even more worried than I was before.
Very well. The court acknowledges the change in the jury's stance. Counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
This is a nightmare.
We're really in it now, Ryunosuke.
We're really in it now. All right. He stabbed him, you say? And you were sitting up on the roof deck, were you? Deck?
Yes, that's right, sir. I was up on the roof seats. I remember seeing the little gent sitting next to the fellow that was stabbed. I'd been thinking about a new hat design, you see, so I was just gazing absent-mindedly around. But then I happened to look down through the skylight. It was sticking right out from his belly. That huge, great knife. A grim sight indeed.
That didn't help me at all. The jury looked like they were even more convinced my client did it than they were before.
That appears to have made everyone even more dubious that Mr. Gilded is telling the truth. Only we had some evidence to counter their suspicions.
Hold up. I see red.
That could mean anything.
That could mean that it's green now.
I was like, you see red? Is she here?
No. The delay in this.
Mr. Furst!
Yes, sir.
Is this the knife you saw?
Oh, good grief. Yes, that's it. That's the very one, sir.
Is that?
Yes, Counsel. This is the blade that was driven into the victim's belly like a snake, like a stake through the heart.
Snake through the heart. There's a blade of considerable size, Counsel.
It is. And furthermore, the scabbard is emblazoned prominently with a certain initial. The letter M, which seems oddly familiar.
Ugh, please. No.
M, for Magnus, perhaps, or McGilded, possibly. Take your pick. It seems this particular big name in London made a magnificent mistake.
You and your puns. That's his objection? But there are M's everywhere. Like yes, like in Mason. Ooh, that objection's good.
This blade is far too extravagant for a poor brickmaker to have owned. No, this weapon of murder almost certainly belongs to the accused.
Not conclusive, but certainly compelling, Counsel.
M or W? You're right, Shadow. The murder weapon has been entered into the court record. Oh, Snow, aren't you supposed to leave by now?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in a few minutes. Are you guys still going for like till 11?
Yeah, we're gonna
another minute?
we're gonna go as long as we can.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I could squeeze in a few more minutes.
Okay, your character's
All right.
talking now.
Okay.
All right. My lord, if you'll forgive the interruption.
Oh, is that the
Door number 2. Go on.
Mr. McGilded is a pillar of society and a gentleman. The gentleman's word would be
wait, didn't see that.
Sacrosanct?
Sacrosanct.
Yeah.
should be sacrosanct. However, those of us in service know we must accept hard truths.
Wait, what are you about to do?
Dispose of the rubbish.
Wow, that's cold.
Jesus Christ. No!
I don't wish to cause offense, but I do like to eradicate all traces of filth and grime.
I have painstakingly typed every word uttered here today and cross-referenced all the facts. As such, I am now in a position to draw the only logical conclusion.
Not again.
4 out of 6 jury members who proposed a guilty verdict. There were only 2 left.
We've had it. Every time I press these witnesses for more information, they just make the situation worse.
Nevertheless, what we need more than anything at the moment is more information. We're still very much in the dark.
I suppose I'll just have to keep pressing the witnesses, knowing that more sparks may well fly.
We mustn't give up hope that it will uncover something that will give us a way to fight back.
But... Alright, I'll keep trying. I can't give up. I just need to keep calm and listen to the witnesses' statements again. Q. What exactly did you see? Oh, well, sir, that would be the passenger, sir. Yes, collapsed on the floor, he was.
And by the passenger, obviously you are referring to the victim, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker.
And then the other passenger had the knife in his hand, like this.
By the other passenger, obviously you are referring to the accused, Mr. Magnus McGilded.
And then he plunged it down like this, stabbing the other passenger in the belly. What? Trav.
Order! Order! It is hard to believe of one of London's greatest philanthropists, but this is damning indeed.
The law knows no philanthropists, my lord. Only the innocent and the guilty.
God, that line is way too raw.
Yes.
Good deeds mean nothing when overshadowed by evil. The truth is everything.
Couldn't agree more, sir. The truth. All right. So when it happened, the only two people in the enclosed cabin area were the victim and the defendant. And, so help me, 3 whole people witnessed the man I'm trying to defend do the deed.
I don't like to be pessimistic, but we do seem to be in a rather difficult situation here.
What am I supposed to think here? Is Mr. McGilded really innocent? Or could it be?
Before we jump to conclusions, our first task should be to gather information. We need to understand the case much better than we do at the moment.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Let's listen to those witnesses Let's listen to those witness statements again. A little more carefully this time. What the fuck?
What's up?
Never mind. There we go. The guy's not letting me do it, so...
What are we supposed to do?
I don't know. I already pressed all I needed to do.
You look at the knife.
Alright. I completely forgot about it. Alright. Examine.
That part is a sheath, isn't it? Are you all right, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I just don't really like blades.
Oh. Those don't seem like the words of a man with a large katana slung from his waist.
That's not a blade. That's Kazuma's soul. Anyway, there's no sense in delaying it. Let's see what the blade looks inside. Oh. That looks a lot like blood.
It surely is blood. The victim's.
An Englishman's blood looks a lot like a Japanese man's blood.
Do you think it wouldn't?
Sorry, it's just that we've only just arrived here in Great Britain. I'm finding it a little hard to adjust.
Yes, I do understand.
Alright.
Does the guide say to specifically examine anything before?
Well, no. It says press the third statement of the witness's first testimony, yes. Then press the fourth statement. Then press the fifth statement, which I did. Then the next...
That's another statement?
Then the next one, it says select the first option. And then it says pits the second and fifth jurors against each other. So
no, you're reading ahead.
Yeah, so what am I doing here?
Let me see. Pivot.
Snow is typing, so I'm...
Okay. Let's see. Oh, you didn't. You need to press every statement.
Every statement, got it. Let me look at this. Alright, gonna have to hop. Sorry, had a good time. Thanks, Snow.
Later, Snow.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks, bye.
Bye. Have a good day. Alright. An ornate letter M. Undeniably Mr. Magnus McGilded's initial.
It's beautifully gilded, too. It must be very valuable, I should think.
Ah.
What is it?
Look at this M. If you turn it upside down, it becomes a W. This could change everything!
A W?
Yes, this is one of those, turnabout cases. I'm sure of it.
Oh, he said the thing.
I'm afraid I don't know it all. But what I am sure of is that this is an M.
Oh, well, that idea was quickly squashed.
All right now, Mr. Naruhodo. Press every statement.
Yes, I shall press every statement. Press. Yes, I think it was some time after 10, wasn't it? Oh, right. I'm this old man. Harry. You're a wizard. Oh, yes.
You're a blizzard, Harry.
Oh, yes, sir. That's right, sir. Yes, ever so cold it was, sir. Freezing, in fact. And you had 4 passengers on board at the time. Is that correct? Yes, that's close, sir. Not all traveling in the same parts of the bus, of course, though. No.
No other passengers when the incident took place? No one alighted, for example?
You're quite right with that, sir. No other passengers like that. No, none. So nobody fled the scene of the crime, then? I have to say, the boss insists on it running, he does. Every evening, that last bus of the day. But I do wonder sometimes if it's altogether worthwhile. Yes, sorry to say. What do you mean by that? Well, what with it being so cold and everything, and only making 20 pence on the run, you see. Yes, I spent that much at the pub on the way home. Just trying to warm up again. I just can't believe it, sir. Can't believe it. Murder on my bone bus. It's too awful to think about. I haven't been able to shake this cold ever since it happened.
My lord, I wish to speak. Yes, juror number 5. Do I take it that you too, and the master of the London Guild of Coachmen? The idea of a murder being committed in one of the city's carriages is utterly abhorrent to me. Wouldn't be right to make a decision before hearing all the facts, though, I said to myself. But enough now. The horse is bolted, as they say.
No, please, just keep it open. Ah!
Giddy up now, Silver Blaze. The finish is in sight. Beppo is a long-standing member of the guild, and I trust what the man says.
Oh, thank you, sir. You're too kind, sir. This is too unkind, sir.
Are you making fun of me?
Didn't know.
Which
sir.
now means that 5 jurors agreed to condemn this man.
Oh, the poor old lady.
She's so cute.
Madam Juror number 6.
Yes. Yes, dear. What can I do for you?
You have heard the testimonies of the witnesses in the stand.
Oh, yes. I certainly have. Still got my hearing, you know.
Then, pray tell, why are you yet to pronounce your leaning?
Well, dear, the thing is, I'm a creature of habit, me. I always go to the park at around this time of day and sit on a nice bench and get on with my knitting. There's a lovely little park just near where I live. McGilded Park, it's called.
Mhm.
The gentleman donated it to the city, you know, to put a smile on Londoners' faces, he said. I can't imagine such a fine young gentleman would have had it in him to take another man's life.
Always doing wonderful things for the city.
That's right. A man like that
right,
wouldn't
a man
stand
like that
for
wouldn't
one's
stand someone, surely.
Yeah, and
Mother, maybe could you just show me public lecture to do my first more books?
How many Londoners live with their heads in the clouds? Do you people not know? What kind of a man Magnus McGilded really is?
What is a man?
What kind of man is he?
A miserable pile of secrets.
Oh,
The philanthropist Magnus McGilded has enough wealth to purchase the entire city he claims to value so highly. But where did all that wealth come from? Your client is a Shylock, sir, and one with the very darkest of souls.
what?
Oh, the crows!
McGilded lends money at extortionate rates of interest, so his victims have no hope of repaying him. When they default, he takes possession of everything they own. He is a vulture that preys on the weak.
I've never heard any mention of that before.
Your faculties haven't deserted you, I'm sure, madam. So has this thought not crossed your mind? Would a man wealthy enough to buy London in its entirety not have a carriage of his own? What possible reason could this man have had to make use of a public omnibus service?
Wall of noise? What's that? Portal? Well, what's the wall of noise?
I think they were referring to when everyone was talking as the crowd.
It's another clip.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I get paranoid.
You're valid, Ryusuke.
Also, you may be hearing a budgie chirping in the background.
A what?
A budgie?
Like in my icon.
Oh, you got bird.
A what?
Aww.
She owns a
Yeah,
bird.
She's chirping up
Ah,
a
I
storm
see.
right now.
Aww.
You're not saying that.
The victim, a poor brickmaker, had next to nothing to his name, save considerable financial liability. It will come as no surprise that his creditor was the accused, Magnus McGilded. But let it all be known that the very day Mr. Mason was killed was the final repayment date for his debts.
Hi, Raven.
Hello.
Hi. Gracious.
The brickmaker was destitute. He had lost his house. He had not a shilling with which to repay his debts.
Have you heard about the? We're not doing this, Jeff. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, Jeff. Not here.
What's going on? I don't see the chat.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And in the end, this pitiful soul had the very last thing he owned taken from him: his life. By the merciless philanthropist pretender, Magnus McGilded.
I don't believe it.
I might add something briefly.
Miss Susato?
You claimed that the victim had been lent money by Mr. McGilded. But where is the evidence to support your claim?
Bust out the wine, Barok.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of filling my hallowed chalice in a court of law.
Aha! There it is! Lord Van Zieks' hollow chalice!
We have a fanboy here. How can this be considered acceptable?
But I find myself in unexpectedly good humor. I had heard ladies from the Far East could show great courage, but I didn't expect to experience it myself.
As judicial assistant to the defense, I am simply doing my job.
What a pity that your display of courage is in vain. This is the debtor's ledger, which details all monies loaned by the accused. You will find the victim's name clearly recorded inside.
Oh.
Allow me to present this ledger as evidence. And pray forgive the discourtesy of raising my chalice in a toast to the enigmatic East at the same time.
A marvelous toast, Counsel. I will gladly accept this new evidence.
The debtor's ledger has been added into the court record.
Ah, yes. 20 guineas. The victim owed a considerable sum.
And the accused made quite certain he had ample recompense.
It would seem I've had the wool pulled over my eyes.
Regrettably, madam, that is the modus operandi of the accused.
And it's such a pretty little park, too. What a scoundrel. Still, maybe it's all for the best.
Well, wait a minute! Let's think about this a little more before...
I don't stand for nonsense.
So threatening.
Fox gun.
That was it. The last juror's decision.
According to this Encyclopedia of British Law, all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty. Court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. That's what it says here.
The final verdict. It's over then.
Oh! There's a footnote, though.
A footnote?
However, the defense...
All 6 members of the jury are now in agreement on this case.
Allow me to convey my respect for your swift and righteous decision.
According to the laws of this country, I will now conclude the trial by delivering my final verdict. I trust there are no objections. Me too, bud.
Miss Susato, just tell me one thing.
Oh, yes.
You were in the middle of saying something before. The footnote in your Encyclopedia of British Law. However, the defense... What did it say next?
Oh, yes, of course. One moment.
You put it away?
When all members of the jury have concluded that the defendant is guilty, court proceedings are suspended, and the presiding judge will deliver the final verdict and sentence. Then the footnote says, however, the defense has the right to demand a summation examination of the jurors at this point.
Summation? Examination?
A summation examination. From which century of the code you have been resurrected. Judging from the mind, I would say the book is at least 50 years old. Any modern text on British law wouldn't even give such an antiquated procedure a mention. It's a relic, long forgotten and certainly no longer practiced. So you're out of luck.
Oh.
What even is it, Miss Susato? This so-called summation examination.
Oh, one moment, and I'll read about it.
You would demand the right to a procedure before you even understand what it entails?
The audio's getting bad.
Indeed. Yeah.
All right.
Typical Japanese.
Oh, it's still loading for me.
Sounds fine to me.
I got boxes.
Give it a moment. Sorry about the distortion, fellas. Where did the distortion happen, chat? I've been looking at the delay, the
I'm gonna
delay.
pop out and pop back in. I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, it was a while back. How long was it?
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Naruhodo, I think I understand. It seems that under this procedure, we would be able to appeal to the members of the jury.
Thanks, Jeff. To what exactly?
Appeal to them to change their leaning and reverse the decisions. And it says here that if successful, the proceedings of the trial must be resumed.
Make them reverse their decisions.
Yes, in times gone by, barristers would use a summation examination to attempt to influence the jury's decision. But that procedure became something of a formality with no practical benefit, really, so it rather fell out of use.
I wonder why.
Because it was devoid of purpose.
Give me a second.
Okay. Maybe I need to get rid of this plugin then. Maybe that's what's causing it.
Maybe? I mean...
The plugin was that I separate each, like, audio, like, audio source from each program separately, so I can mix it separately, like any sort of thing we do. I wonder if it's because of that. But I kind of, I don't think it's that, because like it's just affecting the game audio. Would it?
I wouldn't know. I can barely even hear the game audio.
Because I have it
only
low.
certain sound effects.
Because I have it low. So I can hear you guys.
Somebody made a clip of the distortion in the chat.
Yeah, I saw. I'll look at it later. It only affected the game audio, I imagine. That's what happened to Trav a couple weeks ago. It's rare when it happens. You have any idea how to fix it, Jeff? Does it happen to you? How's everyone feeling? It's I know we just hit the 8 o'clock mark.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
I'm pretty tired as well, if I'm going to be honest.
I have to make dinner.
Wait, what do you mean there's no game audio happening, Shadow?
There's game audio?
What do you mean? It's not popping in?
Has there not been any audio during this?
Oh, that's awkward.
Let me see. Oh, I had it. Oh, I had it muted this whole time.
Oh no!
Awkward.
Yeah, I just just checked one of the clips and there's no sound effects in it.
Uh,
Oh no!
I didn't mean it. No, it got us though.
Yeah.
okay.
No, it's not supposed to. Because, like, I have the game audio low enough so that it can hear us. God damn it. Oh,
It'd be
well.
like that sometimes. We're figuring things out.
Oh, well. I honestly, I think it's okay to end it here.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Or unless you guys want to, like, do the rest of it till we get to the jurors.
I'm up with anything. How long would that be?
I mean,
Like
alright,
a few.
if we're gonna
Game's
end,
so
if we're gonna
long.
end it, maybe we stop like right as they're gonna do it. Do the
Yeah.
summation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
That's a good stopping
It'll
point.
just be a few more minutes.
Yeah. Go for it, Arkham.
Changing just one member of the jury's mind would be hard enough, let alone several. No self-respecting defense barrister would even assert his right to try in this day and age.
Still. I don't see any mention of the procedure actually being formally revoked.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that, although it may be antiquated and largely forgotten, it isn't yet extinct. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
A summation examination. Our last possible option. Do we assert our right to carry it out, or admit defeat?
Use your rights, Ryunosuke.
Use my rights!
Your Phoenix rights.
The defense wishes to assert its right to a summation examination, my lord.
London is the capital city of the most powerful nation on Earth. We have a duty to the world to exemplify the very highest standards of judicial procedure. Summation examinations are an embarrassment that should remain buried.
But if it's our right, it's our right. I believe it could prove vital in this trial.
Trav.
The defense's petition is perfectly valid. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Yes.
The court will proceed with the summation examination.
This is madness.
Woman, are you and the remainder of the jury ready?
Yeah? Well, I'm not. There was no mention of this in the letter I received, you see, so...
All members of the jury will be asked to explain on what grounds they've reached their decision.
On what grounds?
You must all justify your decisions and explain why you believe the defendant to be guilty.
Well, my lord, you're rather putting us on the spot.
This is most irregular. No mention was made of this before.
I don't really hold with all this justifying look.
That seems to have thrown the jurors off.
Seems none of them have experienced this before.
All right, then. The summation examination. A defense procedure no practicing lawyer has attempted for years, is it? Well, just maybe. It might be the opportunity we've been looking for to turn this trial around.
So be it then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court hereby calls upon you. To state the grounds on which you find the defendant, Magnus McGilded, guilty of this crime.
So this is where we break?
Yes.
Yep. Sounds about yeah.
Give me a second. Options. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks, guys, Thanks, guys, for joining me again. And
Yeah, it was fun.
I apologize for all the technical hiccups. I don't know how to figure it out. We will see each other again next week.
Yep, bye.
Bye. And no, Jeff, I didn't do that on purpose. It's probably not picking it up. All right. Peace out.
Later. Man, though, that was fun.
Yeah, it is.
Unfortunate about the